What's going on, y'all? This your boy LA Styles, aka the LA Styles, on episode five, I believe. Look, I gotta start trimming again. I'm starting to get that Hispanic look on me again. My apologies. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long day. A lot of editing, things of that nature. But anywho, I digress. But I just want to I have a list of issues, right? So I'm just gonna call this the whole list part one. Right. And from time to time I might put some more things I need to talk about on the list. And each one of these is short, kind of short, right? And I don't know how many things actually on the list that I'm gonna get to on any particular moment, any particular show. That's why it's gonna be in parts. First thing, first, right? I want to get to is women, right? Um, as the man, I want you to know that I am more than just a piece of meat and a wallet. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm starting to feel some type of way, like almost like you taking advantage of me. Fellas know what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like you using me, you know what I'm saying, for uh physical pleasure, right? And then for purchase power. That's what I'm getting out of this. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody ask me how my day going, how my day went. You need anything? Um I'm willing to go. Look, only time I get asked if you need anything is when you already at the store already. But you ain't never gonna ask me that while you in the house doing nothing and comfortable. You're not gonna ask me that so you can put something on and get ready to, and then leave the house. You only gonna ask me that when you in motion already to get ready to leave the house to go somewhere, or you already at a store. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like that's sincere, me personally. Like I feel like that's a little fake, right? And you only asking me so you can say that you asked me. That's how I feel. Right. And even when you ready to go to the store, you gonna ask for my wallet, card, cash app you some, send you some, whatever the case is. Also, stop sending me requests. I'm speaking for myself and I'm speaking for men. Stop sending me requests when you already in a line at the store to try to make me feel bad if I don't send it. Like if I don't send it, you're not gonna be able to get whatever you in line to get because you don't already got a shopping cart full of something. Then like, so what I'm supposed to do if you don't send it? Am I supposed to put all this back? Why are you in the store anyway if you feel like you ain't got the money? Why would you go in the store in your head? And let me say this clearly. I don't believe that you don't got no money. I don't believe that. You just don't want to spend your money. This is your other problem. This is one of your many other problems. Right? You don't want to spend your money. You want to spend my/our money, not your own. Right? So So then you be like, so what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to just put all this stuff back. Why would you, if you thought that you didn't have the money, why would you go to a store, do X amount of shopping, fill up a cart, and then get in line with the stuff that you don't got the money for? Then call me, hey, I need XYZ amount of money because I got all this stuff. I say, how you know I had the money for this stuff? Well, what am I supposed to do then? This the first thing they do, get attitude. Well, what am I supposed to do? Then just put it back. Like, if you ain't got the money, then yeah, you should put it back. What you acting like I'm wrong. Man, listen, I'm being used. That's how I feel, right? For my physical being and my financial uh prowess, right? You're using me and I don't like it. That needs to stop going into 2025. Asking for money last minute when you in the store has to stop. I feel some type of way. I'm letting it be known now. Men, y'all gotta stop eating butt. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Y'all gotta start eating butt until these women do better. I'm not sure what got you I'm not sure what women even did in X amount of time to make you eat butt anyway, because they ain't added nothing to their repertoire. They women ain't added nothing extra to make a dude say, you know what? She do so much for me. I'm a eat butt today. Y'all got to take that off the table. You gotta stop. You gotta stop eating butt because one, you already being used and devalued. Right. And mind you, in the back of my head, I know that y'all not gonna stop eating butt, but y'all need to stop eating butt across the board. We gotta do better going into 2025. Let me say that. That's on the list. That's on the whole list. Women, you disrespectful as all heck if you eat butt. Y'all need to forget getting back to it. Y'all need to never ever do that in life. In life, you need to stop it. Stop it. If you do that, your man is highly possibly suspect. Like I'm like 98% sure. If your man is willing to accept that, my personal opinion is my view. If your man is willing to accept you doing that to him, that's suspect activity at its finest. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that. Women, how do you keep getting my cards on your DoorDash or Uber Eats? How you I'm at work, I turn around, there's just a charge at Wingstop for some reason. Like why is it a charge at Wingstop? DoorDash ain't even at home. How is my card on your accounts? When did you go get my cards and put them on your accounts? I don't understand. I don't understand where this type of behavior is coming from. Now I'm starting to think that you believe that you can hold me or something. You know what I'm saying? You already using me. Now you just hoeing me for whatever reason that you think that you can do that. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that. Right? When I'm in the bathroom, I'm in the bathroom. Stop trying to FaceTime me. And if I don't answer the FaceTime, that don't mean just come open the door. Y'all got to stop doing that. I never want to see a woman in the bathroom sitting on the toilet. I don't know what she's doing on there. I never want to see. Look, in the back of my head, women don't even take number twos. So I'm assuming every time you on the toilet, you taking a number one because women don't take number twos. That's hey, I'm just saying what it is and what other people think. That's women don't do that behavior. Okay, stop busting in the bathroom when I'm in the bathroom, please. Wait till I come out the bathroom. It's not an emergency. You don't need me right now. Wait till I come out the bathroom. Cool. When you do laundry, why do my underwear keep getting less and less in numbers? Like where are they? You know what I'm saying? Like that's part of your function is to do the laundry, but I keep missing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they don't never say that they threw it out or that okay it got ripped or whatever the case. I threw a batch out, but I got you some new ones for whatever reason. That was just the waistband coming loose. Whatever the case is, I don't know. How you don't know? Did you put them in the washer? Did you put them in the dryer? But you don't know where they at after the dryer. They just inception or something like they just disappeared. Aliens came and got them. You don't know. You don't got nothing. No answer. Okay. Okay. That gotta stop. Or I don't know. Something gotta change in that. Because I need my underwear. And I need my socks. And I need them to match. If we sitting down watching TV, can you please not put your legs and feet on me? Why do you do that? I'm not a foot stand. I'm not an ottoman. Uh I don't understand why you feel like you should just lay your torso or any part of your chubby body across my legs. You know what I'm saying? Like or for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? The couch is big enough for two of us. So I don't get that either. That's something that's a little bit minor, but I don't get that either. Next, where's all the cups? Every time I go get a cup, it ain't nothing but your coffee cups. I don't drink coffee unless it's cold coffee and that's coming in a bottle. Right. It's nothing but coffee cups, like the little mugs, and then like the metal cups, you know what I'm saying? That they put coffee in, they're supposed to keep it hot or whatever. Okay, where's the regular cups at? And I know I bought some. I know I bought some. And you ain't never got no answer to where all the cups at either. You gonna blame it on me and Jonas. Where's the cups at? People just walking out of the house with cups and spoons. They just missing. But part of your job is to keep track of this stuff, inventory. I don't know. I don't know what else we paying y'all to do. You know what I'm saying? This stuff ain't too hard. Everything is in the house. How's it missing in the house? You know what I'm saying? Like, but we know what you're doing with it. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't want, it's the little things that y'all just don't want to see us happy with. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. Listen, when I play my game, let me be. Because what's going to start happening is you're going to start having a problem. You're going to start having a problem. I don't interrupt you when you binge watching whatever TV series you watching, when you watching whatever back to back movies you watching. If you want to go in there and watch the Twilight series all over again for whatever reason, knowing that little pale faced boy can't act whatsoever. The dude to play Edward is trash. Played a good Batman. Batman ain't got to show no feelings. That Edward character, vampire, was dry. And the girl was annoying and irritating as ever. Movie trash for 5, 6 movies, whatever case. But I don't interrupt you. That's the point. I don't bother you. Listen to your books. I don't bother you. Even though the books be, it's nothing. Y'all be listening to be inappropriate. Be inappropriate. Y'all listening to written porn. All your little audio books that you listen to on whatever these little apps is just porn written down. That somebody just reading the porn scripts instead of you watching it on TV. Right? That's inappropriate. Especially when your man is in the house. How you like if you just went to bed and I just put up porn on TV? You like, why would you just put that on? I'm trying to go to sleep. Okay, you walked around listening to porn all day. I ain't saying nothing to you. Your little book on your Amazon tablet or whatever the case is. I just say nothing to you. It's irritating. Listen, I don't know what happened to grocery shopping, right? But if you take $500, and I know food done got prices on went up some, but if you take $500, let's just say $500 to the grocery store, you should come back with more than just 5 meals. I don't know if women just don't know how to grocery shop no more, and they just I'm not understanding that like something is lost in translation from the money in your hands, however you get it, to the store to I don't know what you put in the cart, but you only left with 5 meals. 5 meals and 10 packets of Kool-Aid. And by the time you got to checkout, it was over $400 for 5 meals. There's no way that a meal was $100. What are you buying? What are you buying? What is I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding. And it's nothing gonna make me understand that, right? I just believe y'all don't know how to grocery shop. I'm not sure what the discrepancy is, but y'all mamas need to come back into the picture and retake y'all through the process on buying food for a house, buying food for a house versus just buying food. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think y'all actually even putting together the meal. The meal is not that expensive, bro. You throw some pork chops. You first of all, you're gonna get a box of macaroni and a bag of rice or whatever the case is. You're gonna get a couple boxes of mashed potatoes or whatever the case you want to do. You're gonna get a bag of potatoes if you're gonna make potato salad or whatever the case is. But those boxes last more than one meal typically. Now, unless it's like the macaroni and cheese, whatever, depending on the size of box. You should be getting boxes and bags of those. Beans, rice, things, they come in bags. So what did you get in one meal that would cost you $80 to $100? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still lost on that, man. And then my next issue, right? It almost ties together. So somehow we done got this age and now you don't eat leftovers. I'm the only one in the house that's eating leftovers. Now you feel like you got to make a whole nother meal the next day, or you got to order something. And then again, when you do order something, my card is getting charged. Nah, nah, something going on. Something going on. I'm clearly getting played, and I got problems with this, whatever these arrangements are. Whatever these arrangements are, I feel some type of way being out here being bogus. I don't know what this woman is doing or what women is doing. And something got to change going into 2025. That's just the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not getting talked too crazy, right? I'm not getting talked too crazy. At least, hold on, am I getting talked too crazy? No, I won't say I'm getting talked too crazy. I do get looked at crazy. Okay, I think I'm in a good place. Hmm, I'm trying to think how to say this. You know how women are very almost like spontaneous, but in a crazy way when they're in their 20s, right? And they especially in their early 20s when they experiment and still figuring out life, and then figuring out that they have booties, that they have breasts, that they can use it to their advantage and wear skimpy clothes. You know what I'm saying? Then they get a little bit worse in their mid 20s. They get a lot worse in their late 20s. Right. Um, but then going to the 30s, mine's calmed down a lot. So I've been like skating downhill on that part, even though I've been used for the past 10 years. That's how I feel. And ain't nobody gonna tell me different. I'm gonna figure a way out. I'm gonna figure a way out of this. Right. I got about 3 years till my kid is old enough to leave. And then I'm Shawshank Redemption about this joint. You know what I'm saying? Um, cause I can't afford it. I can't afford a relationship. That's what I did realize. Now that I'm this age, I realized I cannot afford a relationship. And I don't think I ever want to be able to afford a relationship, no matter how much money I have. Not that I have a lot of money, but I'm saying if I was to make it rich, I still don't think I can afford a relationship. It it makes sense. It makes sense. I can't afford it. Right. With that, man, I hope y'all doing better. Uh Make sure to hit that subscribe button, that follow button. I'm your boy LA Styles. This is another episode of Wild Views. I believe this episode 5. And it's just a list of things that's been bothering me today. And I had to get this off my chest. Um, for those of you who are also being used out there and tricked and manipulated, you know what I'm saying? It gets better. Man up, woman up, realize it, right? And then once you have that epiphany, that realization, like, dang, this is the situation that I'm in, and this is what's taking place. Once you acknowledge the situation, at that point, you can properly start to take steps to move out of that situation, right? Or to make that situation better. And best believe you do have the power to do so. Um, Now mine's used to be crazy in the 20s. Now I don't know, once I saw Shank up out of here, I don't know if she gonna revert back, because I haven't seen that version of her in a long time. I don't know if she's gonna revert back, but I can't stay. I don't think I can stay. Mm. Again, y'all make sure y'all don't show her this, tag her in anything. You know what I'm saying? As far as Wild Views go, she can know about the other shows. She can't know about this though. You know what I'm saying? Um, But I know that I'm not the only one, so I had to get this off my chest because it's weighing heavy on my chest. Because I do have emotions. I feel like women be overlooking my emotions. Mine is overlooking my emotions. I be feeling some type of way sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I told her the other day. It's just between us. I told her the other day. I said, I forget what she called and said, and it bothered me. I was at work too. It didn't really bother me, but it bothered me. You know what I'm saying? It bothered me enough to say something. I said, "Girl, sometimes I just be want to choke you." That's what I said to her. I'm gonna be honest with you. All hands up, right hand up. I said it. I said that. Now, I am a firm believer that men shouldn't put their hand on women, and I've never been in a situation in all my years to put my hands on a woman. But we do know that we get to that point in our heads that we think about it like, girl, right? Whether you gonna do it or not, you know what I'm saying? Most times you're not gonna do it, but that's how you be feeling. They say something, they do something to you, like, ugh! You know what I'm saying? So it was like one of those moments, you know what I'm saying? I was like, but I told her though on the phone. Most times you think it, you don't tell her. I told her, right? And I'm at work, ain't nobody around me though, right? Because I was in the office at the time. So I told her, like, hey, girl, I just want to choke you sometimes. This is what she say. She say, oh, is that right? I said, yeah. She say, so what you think I'm gonna do? No, no, okay, before we get to that, she said, is that right? I said, yeah. I be want to choke you, like Homer do Bart sometimes. She say, oh yeah. I said, yeah. She said, so what you think I'm gonna do? I said, what you mean? She say, so what you think I'm gonna do while you choke me? I said, I think you just gonna be getting choked. Hey, I said, I believe you gonna be getting. Hey, look, I said, it just hit me right now talking about it out loud. I said, you gonna be getting choked. She said, that's what you think. I said, yeah. She said, that's what you really think. I said, yeah. She said, okay. Now again, I do know she used to be crazy, but I don't know. But I wasn't thinking about that at the time that she used to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? She'll never take me serious because she know what I'm saying, ain't gonna put my hands on. At least I haven't yet. I'm never. They say never. It hasn't happened yet, right? So you know what I'm saying. Fingers crossed that it don't. But sometimes she get me that man. Listen, sometimes y'all get y'all man to the edge, and I don't know if y'all doing it on purpose or what. But they like get you right to the cliff, and then they're like either back down, back off once they know you right on the cliff. Some some would definitely push you over. But mine's like get me there. She used to like know, like when I was there, she would just back off. Like she would know, like, oh, okay, I done did too much. She used to know, like, yeah, I done did too much. Let me go on that over here or whatever the case is. It's almost like I don't know, man. She was crazy. She was crazy. I got some stories. Uh, that's not for this podcast, but I do got some stories on either unjustified behavior that I'll be discussing, or it's probably gonna have to be on iced coffee. Right. But it's just my views on things over here on Wild Views. Sometimes I could be a little much at times, and I could be extreme at times, but I don't never feel like I'm wrong though. I don't never feel like I'm wrong. So it is what it is. With that said, man, I'm gonna get up out of here again. We keep these at 30 minutes and less with a 25-minute mark. This has been my whole list or the whole list part one, right? Of things that's just bothering me today. And this is, you know what I'm saying, my views on the my new views on a few things all in one episode, right? Cool. That said, y'all make sure to hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure to comment if you feel the same way about any of the things that I just talked about. If you feel differently, let me know in the comment section below. If you're a woman and you feel some type of way, you should because you bogus. And you definitely don't have to comment, right? All the men, make sure you leave the comments. You know what I'm saying? If you appreciated women, you can keep your comments to yourself because y'all say enough until y'all stop eating, but you can't talk to me about nothing. Um, and with that, I do appreciate y'all. Right? Y'all make sure to check us out on YouTube and Chainflix. If you don't know what Chainflix is, right? For video streaming, that is. If you don't know what Chainflix is, it is like a crypto version or Web3 version of YouTube. And when you watch videos over there, you can also earn cryptocurrency just by watching videos. The video watcher and the content creator split every, because it's like mining crypto, quote unquote, as you're watching it. And the splits is 55-45, right? So if you're watching content, you're gonna get a share of whatever the currency that's earned at the time. That's called CFX, chain flicks, for short for chain flicks, is a cryptocurrency. And then the creator gets a share. I believe it's the creator's 55%, and the watcher is, or viewer is, 45%, if I'm not mistaken. So all our video content currently, again, the website is working, not working, but still being worked on in the background. Um, all the streaming, if you listen to this on streaming, all the video streaming is on YouTube. Or if you want to earn some cryptocurrency while watching the video content, you can watch us, Amazing Studios, over on Chainflix. That's ChainFlix, Chainflix, right? Um, Also, as well, on for the streaming services, if you want to earn cryptocurrency while listening to podcasts or music or whatever, use Fountain. I said it wrong before on like the first or second episode or something like that. I forget what I said, but it's called Fountain, right? That's FOUNTAIN. Fountain. You can earn Satoshis for listening to music or podcasts over on Fountain, right? Just me throwing y'all some stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? Listen to us on whatever you want to listen to. Amazing Studios. We have multiple podcasts out there, from Wild Views to Unjustified Behavior to the Postal Blue podcast to Iced Coffee coming back. Also, we got an all female podcast coming out very soon, along with another one that I can't say yet, right? Because we ain't started posting anything yet. So I don't want nobody to steal the name because it hasn't been taken yet. With that said, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Get this up for y'all first thing in the morning. And have a good one, man. Hey, I'm out.